down to Sanogo. Here comes the double and another steal.
Once again, the double team comes and Adama turned it over.
Ford, the Euro in front of Drell for 2.
Promise from a team that turned out to be Milwaukee, so teams were told not to draft him because a certain team had promised him, and he went in the late 50s.
Step back over Funk. Chris Livingston's red hot.
Played some big games in the NCAA tournament for Jim Boeheim in the orange.
After a Drell miss, here's a Thompson 3, and Stevie's boy hits it from downtown. Bulls have had no offensive rhythm yet. And another turnover, their 5th. Here's Livingston flying. Livingston finishes.
Only shooting 30% from three-point range on the year.
Now Clark blows by Funk and 1.
You got to make sure you can hit that three-point shot with consistency, and Glenn Robinson III never really developed consistency from long-distance shooting, and that's what almost every team in the NBA is looking for now.
Here's Elijah Hughes rumbling in for 2. Thompson comes out with it for the Herd, who lead by 7. Clark, driving kick, good ball movement. Here's Smith, 4-3. On the drive, Thompson. Clark with 2 to shoot. Oh, that's a nice move to finish. Derek stuffing the stat sheet in the corner, 4-3. Yes, sir. So under the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, Harris has a lot of confidence right now. You can see in his moves that he knows that he can score at this level. And
Bulls have dominated this second quarter after a dud of a first. Extra pass to Livingston, covered. Livingston flushes it home.
That's what you call a power slam right there.
Harris is having a heck of a game, 16 points and that block. Ford on Funk. And Livingston rumbles in. What a finish. Livingston 2 on 3. Around to an open Smith. Converts a 3. They're within 2. Another screen. Stevie Thompson knifes in. Robinson a 3. Yes, sir. Everything in Funk's history says he's a sharpshooter. Led the Big Ten in shooting last year as Clark weasels by on Deej. Now Livingston.
We got the Joe DiGiacomo overhead angle here.
Robinson, a 20-footer, looks beautiful from that bird's eye view.
The Herd with a challenge here, and the Bulls trying to hold them off.
5-point lead as Clark again and 1.
I think what Adama's going to do, he's going to shoot 500 threes a day and try to add that to his repertoire.
Sounds like a good use of his time.
Yeah.
Here's a 3 for Ford. It's good in Sanogo's face.
Well, you look at a guy like Brook Lopez, who was a post-up center for most of his career when he's with the New Jersey Nets. He liked that move. He's talking to Glenn Robinson now.
They're partying in Estonia as Ford splashes a 3. That's his 5th. His team's up 23 right now. It's Robinson, Ford, a corner 3. Not that time, but Robinson over Sanogo.
Yeah, especially wearing a full mascot costume.
It should be impossible. Hey, good to have all of you back with us. Here's a Chris Livingston step back over on Deej. So if you're watching tonight, you want to come in tomorrow, bring your 4-legged furry friend. You can see these same 2 teams go at it. And the Bulls will be locked and loaded for tomorrow night. We'll hear post-game from Adama Sanogo, who had a 2020 game.
As they have the rematch, the season finale. In any sports league, you want to finish up with a win, and we'll see what the Windy City Bulls will come out with tomorrow night. But a very good victory.
They got back to set their defense, and it was to no avail. They were making sure that they were set. Didn't matter.
Aleem Ford now in Sanogo's face for 3.
Close to a goaltend.
Yeah, awful close. They go back around to Robinson. Glenn with a 5-foot shot, and the Herd storms ahead as Robinson shimmies in, goes back out. Not given Ford the 3. Here's a cutting Thompson on a nice feed. Now Livingston shimmying in over 2 Bulls. He hits it. And Chris Livingston out of Kentucky. Well, Jalen Harris averages 14 a game. He's at 18 in 10 minutes. Livingston, Ford, another 3, and Aleem knocks down his second. We're tied at 24. So right away, back to Ford, who's a hot hand for the Herd. He shimmies in for two. Stand brief, Dan Bernstein, and our championship crew here for the final game of the season. It's Jacob Young, who is stuffed by an A. Harris got the board. Here's Hawthorne, driving on Funk, his first G League bucket.
Tradition. It's just a little known Eastern European country, but some know by reference.
Ford, the teardrop.
Who have very long, fulfilling careers.
A spin move down to Aleem Ford, who gets it and one with a foul on Sonogo. And then help. Clark. Down low, Robinson up and under.
I don't know why they doubled. That was I don't think they needed to double that.
Here's Clark with 3 seconds. Nice kick out. Robinson, nice fake. And then the buzzer-beating three sends us to halftime. Now the Herd start with it as Kihei Clark keys a pass to Stevie Thompson. And Thompson finishes over Harris. And then Funk nearly picks one. Livingston goes high flying, my goodness. Herd have made a nice run to start the third quarter. Here's Robinson on his rival Henry Drell, and he hits it in his face. He's not talking right now, but those two.
Oh, he winked. Yeah, something looks off with him tonight.
Driving kick, here's a Robinson three, yes sir. Glenn Robinson the third. Harris needs 7 points for the Bulls franchise record as Derek Hawthorne hits the first three of his G League career.
But I don't know that they can stop that screen roll if they're not going to come out and try to go hard on the ball.
And Chris Livingston ties us at 92. The Herd isn't going anywhere as Clark handles it with a minute to go.
It's a hammer screen for Robinson.
There's Robinson, the step back three, brings it to a 1-point game. And to a cutting Sykes. Oh. He comes up short. Robinson the rebound. The Herd take a lead with the bucket. To an open Livingston. They've got the lead.
So match up defensively after this. They should be figuring that out right now.
Oh, man. In and out. Sonogo the rebound. And then Adama. No foul call. Funk fouls Thompson. Jalen Harris with 5 seconds. Harris. The step back three, and the season comes to an end.